Hey guys, so as you can tell from the title, this video is going to be about how to know if you have ADHD or not. And for those of you that don't already know, ADHD is attention deficit hyperactive disorder. But the reason I'm making this video is because I feel like a lot of people these days say or they think they have ADHD, but that's only because they don't know what it's really like to have it. As a little kid, I was diagnosed with it, but I never took any meds for it, so I never knew what normal people thought like. And I can't stand when people say that ADHD is not a real thing and that it's just an excuse for lazy people to blame their laziness on. But what I can't stand even more is that when people actually do use it as an excuse, even when they don't have it, just because they didn't do well in school or they're bad at studying or something. But really there's no excuse because I grew up with it and I didn't take any medication for it and I still got all A's and B's. Then again, I also cheated a lot. So after watching this video, if you can honestly say that you relate to more of these things than not, then chances are, I mean, I'm no doctor, but your brain is probably just as messed up as mine. I'm gonna be giving you guys actual examples, not those typical ADHD jokes. You know which jokes I'm talking about. They'll be talking and then all of a sudden pretend to be distracted by something, kind of like what I'm about to do right. Oh, look, a butterfly. I mean, even I've made that joke, but only as a joke because that is such a huge exaggeration. It's really nothing like that most of the time. And if these sound unrealistic to you, it's probably just because you don't have it. But trust me, they're all real. They actually do happen. I would know because sadly, they're all my personal experiences. So without further ado, and no more hesitation, here are some real examples to help you guys know if you actually do or do not. I'm not even kidding. There's an actual butterfly right there. I gotta... See how many of these you can relate to. Go! You meet someone new and then 5 seconds after they've introduced themselves, you already forgot their name. No matter how hard you try to focus, whenever you're reading something like a book or a textbook, you read every single word on the page, you hear every single word in your head, yet 5 pages down the road, you have no idea what's going on or how you got there. You look at someone straight in the eyes, and rather than paying attention to what they're saying, you're trying to decide which eye you normally look at. Is it the left eye or the right eye? Or maybe it's the nose. Or the mouth. Or maybe you're supposed to look at the face as a whole, but you already forgot how to do that because now all you see is a bunch of face parts. To you, there's no such thing as sitting still. You don't realize it until someone tells you to stop, but you've either been rapidly shaking your leg, tapping your hands, or nodding your head to music that isn't there, or playing with whatever is currently in your hands, like a cell phone. You're a time traveler. You go and take a 5-minute Facebook break from work, but when you come back, it's an hour later. Sometimes you have to remind yourself to smile when you're with people, not because you don't like them or because you're upset, it's because you have a bunch of other thoughts going through your head that aren't smile-worthy. No matter how hard you try or how important the call is, when you're on the phone with someone, you have to be doing something else at the same time. You don't intentionally procrastinate, you're just most productive when you have to get something done. You work best when you're under pressure. Again, you don't intentionally procrastinate, but you can never decide what you want from a menu until you're under pressure because the waiter just got to you. You have a bunch of incomplete things because you're always jumping from one thing to the next. You leave your room to go get your phone that you forgot in the kitchen, but when you come back, all you have is a cup of water, snacks, and pretty much everything that's not your phone. A lot of the times that you're on the phone with people, you freak out because you can't find your phone. You're not sure if you just came downstairs or if you were about to go up. You force yourself to burp to remember what you had for lunch. When somebody tells you to think about one specific thing, you can't because now you're thinking about things, causing you to not think about what you're supposed to be thinking about. You text something that makes absolutely no sense because someone was talking to you and you write out what they were saying instead. You can remember a full phone number by repeating the numbers in your head, but the moment you start putting it into the keypad, all the different sounds from the key tones throw you off and you forget. You have to buy a lot of shampoo because when you're in the shower, you have the most thoughts and you don't even realize that you just washed your hair 3 times. You hate working in groups, not because other people have bad ideas, it's just that their ideas distract yours. You overly set reminders for yourself when important things are coming up because you know you're gonna forget. You always have these silent, awkward moments with people because when you're talking to them, you always forget what you're about to say mid-sentence, and when you do, it's like you have these, you're very indecisive. I mean, I guess this one kind of applies to everyone. Or not. Or maybe. And last but not least, when you have ADHD, every single thought leads to another thought. And I actually kind of learned how to use that to my advantage when I'm coming out with videos. For example, I'm just gonna freestyle something right now just to show you how my brain works. See, you could be thinking about this video and your mind could still go off in like an infinite amount of directions, which is the opposite of one direction. Maybe that's how they got their name, because they all have ADHD. ADHD, like attention deficit hyperactive disorder. I mean, who says it's a disorder anyway? Speaking of disorder, who came up with the word disorder? It kind of sounds like a rapper trying to order at a bakery. Hey, let me get this order dough. A deer, a female deer, like Bambi, Bam B. Whatever happened to Bam A and Bam C? What is a Bam C? Maybe they meant C Bam, because when the sea goes bam, that's like the waves crashing, and waves are created by wind, and wind can go in every single direction, which is the opposite of one direction, and that's how they got their name. That's how they got their name. From the multi-directional wind causing the waves to crash like a C Bam, Bam C, Bam B, deer, like a rapper trying to get disordered though, creating the word disorder and ADHD, which is what all the guys in one direction have, which is the complete opposite of all the different directions this video could go in. I honestly don't know how I remembered all that. I mean, it was a freestyle, so I didn't have to like memorize anything, but at the same time, I had to remember how to say it backwards, so I had to pay attention to what I was saying. I mean, I guess to a certain degree, I don't have ADHD. Oh, look, a butterfly. What the hell are all these things? So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see the previous video, click the one on the right. If you want to see the bloopers and behind the scenes, click the one on the left. And if you want to see the coolest thing in the world, click the little red button. Oh, look, a butterfly. Oh, look at it. Look. Oh, there's so many. Oh. Yeah.